Well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Call Chelsea Peretti! I remember feeling self-conscious, and by remember, I mean right now, about sound effects, because I feel like if you're a girl, people are always like, that's not how guns sound, it's not how explosions sound. It's like, only guys can do sound explosions. Fuck that shit. Is that good? Please just say it's good. Anyway, guys, enough about gender inequality. Am I right? Nature, nurture. Well, let's count the whole thing off. Boom. We're getting ready to go. Deep into the pod. Deep into the pod. I'm thinking about quitting coffee. And I am cereal. Okay, I was thinking, first of all, one of my friends who I drank coffee with, like nobody's business. I'm talking coffee after coffee. Anyway, I called him and he's like, yeah, I quit coffee. I was like, what? And we were just talking about it. It's like, yes, if you're prone toward anxiousness, and being high strung, why would you ever touch a cup of coffee? All it does is makes you feel more anxious. I just was laughing thinking about how all I've done is just make songs about coffee and talk about how great it is. And probably my audience is not going to be receptive to just common sense of maybe we should all stop. But it is like an intense drug. Sometimes it affects my sleep. You have the ups and downs. Everyone I know who quit coffee and moved to tea, they have a smooth day. The high is consistent all day long. Now, do I want to do it? No. Hell no, I don't. Hell no, I don't. However, what if I'm a lunatic and I need this buoy of not drinking coffee? I just hate the idea of just being a person who does nothing whatsoever. That's bad. What do I have to wear? A biker jacket, eat vegan, but it's like a vegan jacket, leather, and then vegan leather, aka pleather. And then I'm just like walking around in that like, yeah, man, I'm still edgy, fuckers. Anyway, let's take a call.
Call from?
Ooh, law.
Andrew.
To accept.
Andrew.
Hey.
What can I
Chelsea
do?
Peretti.
What's up, man? How are you?
What's up? Yeah, that's tight.
What's up?
You ready for the Super Bowl?
Oh, man, I'm so
Is that what you
fucking...
are talking about?
Do you know how many fucking dips I have laid out right now? I mean, I'm going fucking dip crazy, man. I'm fucking psyched.
Dipping it up. Dip.
Yeah, I can't wait to see people, throw around the pig leather.
Pig leather. Okay, that took me a second. Mm-hmm. That's a football.
Yeah, man. Can't wait. Can't wait to see which team outdoes the other team and so on and so forth. No, I hate the Super Bowl.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, I've gone on record as saying that just the sound of football reminds me of my father ignoring me. So for me, it's like a very visceral thing. Like when I hear the sounds of football related cheering or whatever, or announcers, I get into a panic of like, Father!
Is that why you watch it so much?
It's really intense. Anyway.
That's bad.
No, I know. It's a nightmare.
What's your topic today, Dips?
I don't got no topic. I hung up. I'm sorry. Sorry to that listener. I don't have any topic. I can't cook it up right now. I'm just kind of, taking that little first skate out on the ice, see how it feels, see if it needs any smoothing. What if I would let you guys see how I really am? All right. Let's see who we
Call
got.
from?
Sydney.
Sydney.
Chelsea!
What's up?
How's it going, Chelsea? Are you excited for the Super Bowl today?
Man, I'm super pumped. Very amped for, making dip, eating dip by myself with the TV off. But in the spirit of this is my Super Bowl.
Are you doing vines like that? That would be great.
That is a good idea. I should do a Vine where the TV's off. I'm just eating dips and I go, this is my Super Bowl, then pan to the TV off. That's fine.
And just do that at random times during the year. That'd be great.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Well, I did bring something to the table today.
Nice.
I have a band test for you. I don't know if you're up for it.
Bands, like as in music groups together?
Yes. Or whether it's like singers together too.
Well, we can do this, but I'm going to tell you right now that unless this is like 90s R&B, I'm going to fail a lot of it.
Well, I got a little 90s rock. I got a little 90s R&B in there too. So
let's see. It'll be interesting.
All right. So in honor of the Super Bowl, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I'm sorry? Wait, what?
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What about them?
Are you saying you like them or no? The band test.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Great.
What about Bruno Mars?
I do because of that song, like, I hope he buys you flowers. I hope he holds your hand. Talk with you for hours. Something, whatever.
I'm going to say incorrect.
Nope. I'm going to go ahead and override that and give myself a correct only due to that song.
I'm one of the few, I think, that really don't like Bruno Mars.
No, I think a lot of people don't. But wait, what about that song? Treasure. That is what you are. Is that Bruno Mars?
That is Bruno Mars. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't want to like it because it is Bruno Mars.
No, listen, I have to fully and wholeheartedly like that song because there's so few upbeat love songs that I like. Like, if I was to make like a CD of all my favorite love songs, they'd all be the most tragic songs. So when a song manages to be upbeat, but I don't find it cheesy and corny, I have to just go.
Those are the best love songs, though. They're tragic ones.
Yeah, I know, but why is that? That's when you're dysfunctional. So I'm trying to turn.
Well, because when they sing it, you kind of feel it, and you kind of like connect to it. I think.
But why can't you?
That cheesy, flowery stuff. It's like, it's not real.
But that is what love can feel like, right? Sometimes. That's why the song Treasure, to me, I don't know why, but it manages not to be cheesy because it feels dancey and it feels a little retro or something. And it makes me feel like, oh, I have worth. I have worth as a woman. And so few songs do that these days. They're all like, you're dog shit. You're a piece of shit. You suck unless you're a model, unless you're a model, unless you're a model. And then you go, oh God, what's the point? You leave your house in sweatpants,
It's true.
Whatever.
So true.
Do you know that I get
Do
you know I get all my sweatpants tailored?
Oh, your sweatpants tailored? Are they too long for you? Are they too short?
No, I just like them real tailored, like fitting like a tailored suit pant. And I get
do you get like a really expensive sweatpant, or do you get like a cheap one and then spend the money on the tailoring?
I really go for the tailoring. Sometimes I'll get a pleat sewn in or a hem, and I just that's where I like to spend my money, tailoring sweats.
What? I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do a tailor in the sweatpants.
It's a lifestyle, and it's one that
it sure is a life choice.
I feel good. I feel really good in 2000, whatever we are in.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Do it.
Oh, God, thank you. Thank you for your blessing. Oh, thank you. What are you going to do for the Super Bowl?
For the what?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I am going to my mother-in-law's house with my mom, so it's going to be Me, my boyfriend, my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my mom. We're going to get pizza and, like, veg out.
I was not invited to any Super Bowl parties, and I feel like this always happens to me in LA where there's like, oh, it's President's Day weekend. I didn't know that. I wasn't given any heads up by any invites to any events or parties. I feel like there's always like, should I feel weird that I wasn't invited to anyone's Super Bowl party? I mean, I hate football.
Well, I'm surprised because there's Super Bowl parties all over the place, especially in LA. I'm sure they'll throw a party for anything. Just
what I feared. Whatever. I don't like people here either. Fuck everyone. I can be
you're better off.
I'm going to go buy a 7-layer bean dip at Trader Joe's. Have you ever had that?
Not at Trader Joe's, but I usually don't get them because I don't like guacamole.
Whoo, girl!
I'd rather go to the dentist than have guacamole.
You're tripping. And these 7-layer dip, Trader Joe's, I mean, this is not an ad. I wish I was getting some nice kickbacks from TJ's, and I hope to someday. Trader Joe's, are you listening? But that dip is fucking great. Look, my grandma likes it.
I can't deal with guacamole or avocado. It's disgusting.
Okay, I got it. But listen, my grandmother likes it. Like, oh, hell, let's put that out. That's good. Yeah, let's eat that. That'll be good. She's always like, I'm not cooking. I don't cook. She used to be the best cook. Like, she cooked so good and for so many people for so many years. And then one day she was just like, over it. I'm never cooking again. And like, we know that. No one expects her to cook, but she still asserts it every time anyone's coming over. Well, I'm not cooking. So, do what you need to do, but.
She did her time in the kitchen. She was like, no, you guys.
She's over it.
You guys cook. You guys learn.
She used to make rabbit and polenta. She used to make bolognese. Oh, she was so good. Anything she made, she just had a knack. She also even kind of looks and talks like, what's her face? Julia Childs. Not as high, I guess. But she always reminded me of Julia Child.
Yeah.
Anyway, life is going to just take her from me soon.
You haven't called your grandma in a long time on the podcast. I always like listening to your grandma.
I know. I visited her in person. The truth of the matter is she's just getting really, really old. And it's like it starts to affect your personality as you get older. She's just quieter. She's such a mouthy shit kicker. And that's what I love. And now it's just hard to see her like more. She's just more. She takes smaller steps. She just feels more vulnerable. I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, it's hard to see. I had my great grandma, and she when at the end of her life, she was just in bed all the time, and
it's just like
was a little,
Yeah, it's awful. What is that Shakespeare quote? I wonder if I could find it. It's like about how you go from being a baby to an adult to a baby again.
Oh, I don't know.
I hung up because she doesn't know it. Let me see if I can find it.
Call from
George.
Hello?
Chelsea.
Yes.
Ah!
What's up?
I'm in a shed.
You're in a shed?
Yes.
Shouldn't you be calling 911?
No, it's my shed.
What are you doing in there?
Getting out of my house so I could call you.
Interesting. Is it pitch black? I mean, are you safe?
There are no lights, but there's cracks and the door's open.
Do you live with your parents? Why can't you call from the house proper?
Well, I live with my brother, and my mom's living with us temporarily.
Okay.
And, so I walked outside to call.
Oh, man. You want to hear this crazy Shakespeare quote?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about life, just the fragility and the rapidness of life. And I wanted to say rapidity there, I'll be honest with you, but then I doubted that was any kind of word. But, okay, so it's the 7 ages of man. Are you familiar with this?
Vaguely. I don't know.
All the All the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school, and then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, full of jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. And then the justice, in fair round belly with good cap and lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon. With spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Are you weeping in your shed?
I'm weeping in my shed because that was beautiful. And was that from memory?
No, of course not. You couldn't hear how I was reading it? 7 stages of man. No, I can't believe that quote is, I guess it's not a quote. It's so long. I thought it was like a short little thing. Anyway, we'll all be dead soon is the gist of it. And that you go from being like a child to an adult to a child. Although he made it sound like you fall in love, then you have career ambition. Don't you think it's the opposite in Los Angeles? Well,
I couldn't tell you from experience.
Where are you calling from?
Louisiana.
All right. What is
you hear that?
What?
Is it in my voice or?
Yes, I can hear your lilt. Did you see 12? Did you see 12 Years a Slave?
No, I wanted to.
They probably do. They not play it out there?
Yes, and well,
I'm just playing with
you.
you.
There's a good bit of racism around where I'm from.
It's a what?
There's a good bit of racism around where I'm from. That's kind of sad.
What? There is racism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe you got to get out of there and make a pilgrimage to New York City.
In New York. That things are made of. Can't do. Are we going? Now you're in
New York.
York.
Remember when Lil Mama got up on the stage? That was the song, right? During that song? I think so.
What show was that?
I feel like it was some music show and Jay-Z was performing with Alicia Keys and Lil Mama jumped up on the stage and started posing with them at the end of their song and they were looking at her like, what are you doing? And they like moved off to the side and did these little poses together and then Little Mama was like, I just was caught up in the excitement of the moment and just got up on stage. That's where I'm from. And I just was excited. And it's like, I don't get how you've had time to think about it now. And this is what you've come up with is unacceptable, Little Mama. I'm like lecturing you.
we just got swept up in the song. So maybe Little Mama got swept up in the song.
I guess it's a very empathetic, assessment. So what do you do in Louisiana?
Well, I always liked America's Best Dance Crew, so that's why I'm feeling the sympathy.
Yes. Yeah. I watch a lot of these shows as well. What describe your life?
My life?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to school.
Very good.
Nursing
school. That's cool.
Yeah, I just started that, and I work 2 minutes from my house.
That's cool. I know, I grew up, my mom was friends with a male nurse. And at least at that time when I was younger, people were like surprised when there was a male nurse. But is it more evened out now? Oh, yeah.
Well, I can say in my class, it's still like 80% girls.
Oh, really?
20%, 20% dudes is a fair amount.
but still, I guess, predominantly women. What drew you to nursing school?
Well, realistically, I was in engineering school. Didn't work out for me. I picked that, and so far I'm liking it. You can, once you graduate and all, you can pretty much work anywhere. That's why, but this is boring.
But do you like helping people? I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
I was looking for some sort of answer like that, something compassionate.
Oh yeah. Well,
because
just making people feel better. And,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And
I can handle the gross stuff for that too.
You can? Oh God, man. I don't know. I get so, like, there's certain things I cannot handle. Like if someone scratches a scab or something or picks at it, I can't handle it.
I'm not a scab picker, but
sure.
I don't think we'll be picking them. I think you gotta just cover them up.
Yeah. Keep them moist. I think it's funny.
Did that this week.
Just so many people hate the word moist.
It doesn't bother me.
It's just so dumb. Like, I just feel like it's so weird that word is so hated by people. And panties and moist.
Well, I know moist, it's the sound your tongue makes in your mouth at the end of it. That's what's throwing people. Now, panties, I don't hear panties much.
I bet. Ding 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 ding
Bye.
ding ding ding. That was, you just lobbed it to me. I had to do something with it. In the end, I did very little, but it was pretty loud and lasted a long time. Well, that's cool. You take care in Louisiana. Is that how you say it? Louisiana?
Louisiana?
I don't know. I'm just trying to sound cool.
It's good. It's fine.
Shout out to your mom and brother. Get out of that shed.
They're going to a wake this afternoon, keeping with the morbid thing.
Oh God. It's just awful. I'm sorry.
It's a downer of a day.
You're not going?
I'm not gonna say I don't do well. I really don't like to go.
Really? Don't you think?
I'm very close to that person. And the person was my catechism teacher, so I wasn't super close, but.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're not close, I guess then I understand. But I do kind of think that funerals are a good, rite of passage. I don't know what the word is, but like, I think that, we didn't have one for my grandfather and I kind of wished we had. Just because it kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
Nothing. He was just gone. I mean, that's how my family dealt with it. They didn't have a funeral or anything. And I don't know. Then that's what, to me, I thought, oh, that would be a good, like, I don't know. What is the word? I can't think of any words right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been to my share, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to, well, my dad died when I was 14, so, that was a big one. But,
jackpot.
Yeah, I've been to my share. Downer.
Yeah. I mean, look, do you listen to the podcast regularly?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Did you hear the last one with the therapist?
No, I'm 2 behind. The last one I listened to is with your brother.
Oh, that's hell of, excuse me. Goodness gracious. That was a while ago. But the last one, I believe it was, we talked about therapy, which I don't know if you've ever gone, but it's great. Mm. Think about it. You know what I mean?
What do you even do there? Just talk it out?
Yeah. Like you could say, my dad died. I don't like funerals. Da 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 da. You could talk about your feelings. Just throwing it out there, Anyway. Listen, what are you going to do while they're at the funeral? Just fucking have a house party or something crazy?
No. I'm studying.
All right. Hit the books.
Yeah.
Take care.
Preach.
Peace.
Peace out.
Isn't it interesting how you can just feel that someone, like, needs more good people to talk to in their life? Like, I want to just, like, be moral support for that caller. And I'm just the tip of the iceberg, don't even know much about him at all. But I feel like everyone needs confidants. That's how I pronounce confidence. Yeah, I went for it. Oh, goodness. I heard that our show was on Wendy Williams' show, that she said she liked it. And I have to say I was delighted. I say that because I coughed, and that makes me think of her because she used to cough on her show and didn't hit the cough button. I thought it was cool.
Call from.
That's not why I coughed, but.
Molly.
To accept, press 1.
Hello?
Hello? Chelsea?
Yeah?
Oh, shit, I can't believe I got through. I was just kind of fucking around.
What's up?
Yeah, how's it going?
Going good. Going great. Going good.
Are you excited for the Super Bowl or no?
I mean, I personally do not care for football.
Are you one of those people that likes the commercials?
I don't care for the way in which you ask that question. What if I was? It might hurt my feelings. But no, I don't know. I would watch the ads online tomorrow if they put them on there.
I know. Some of them are already up now.
Oh. I think that I would be psyched if instead of the Super Bowl, there was this tradition of going to watch a basketball game, one game, where everyone goes to watch it and has chips and dip. Like that. Do people do that in the playoffs?
That's incredible.
No, that would be like the playoffs, I guess, but people don't really do it. I just wish there was a big tradition, like, because I'm always jealous of the food people eat at Super Bowl parties, and the camaraderie.
Are you not going to a party?
No, I wasn't invited to one, A, and B, the sound of football.
I wish you could come to mine.
Well, I'm not really always great around strangers, you know?
I get that, I guess.
I got don't you ever go to like someone else's gathering with a friend? So you're the friend of a friend and then you're like sitting glued to your chair or just like eating all their...
No, I hate that. And like, I think I'm kind of an extrovert. Yeah. But then sometimes it's just like people, you're like, I hate them.
I know.
But you don't have a reason to hate them.
And it's such a vibe thing, like whether you there's people where I have instant rapport. I just feel like I instantly like them. But then what throws a whole wrench in everything is that there's some people I did not like when I met them and they later I thought were really cool. So I try not to.
I'm just super judgmental. Like I kind of just hate people right away.
I know. And part of me thinks that your gut instinct is correct. And part of me is like, I don't know, I've been wrong before. So then I feel like I have to kind of just try to be open to everyone.
Okay. What if I have a food test for you?
Okay. Let's do it.
This is going to be mostly Super Bowl things that people would eat.
I can pretend I'm at a party perusing the table of foods.
Yes, that would be perfect. Okay, spinach and artichoke dip.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah. Good.
Okay, that's buffalo wings.
I'm sorry, was I correct or incorrect? Just waiting on...
I said yes. I'm sorry, you were correct.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, buffalo wings, but spicy.
I mean, how spicy are we talking?
Spicy enough where you need a glass of water, but not spicy enough where it's uncomfortable.
Good. Yes.
Okay, that is correct.
Great.
Okay, what about blue cheese dressing or ranch to dip them in?
First choice, ranch, but I like having both and kind of alternating. I'll be dead within 10 years.
Okay, the correct answer is ranch. Blue cheese is disgusting.
Okay. I get your logic. Okay. It's intense. It's not for everyone.
Potato skins.
100% on board. Please do not bring me a super dried out potato skin. Don't bring one of those.
Oh, that is the worst.
Dehydrated ass potato skins. Make it crispy, soft on the inside, and fill her up.
Okay, yes, that is the correct answer. Now, what type of cheese is the best cheese for it?
Cheddar.
Cheddar. Now, would you go for the extra sharp?
Sure.
Okay. But does it bother you when people go to the grocery store and buy mild cheddar cheese?
Yeah, I wouldn't be down really. I would it would just not.
That's very annoying to me.
Yeah.
Okay, what about guacamole?
I like it. It depends though. I mean, honestly, I like to make my own. I put a lot of lemon in it. Some people like it to be more bland. I like to have a little kick and a little tartness.
Okay, that is correct. With extra lime juice is what I was going to specify.
Yes. That's good. Little salt, little sour, and a little spice. And then I love it. I don't like it when guacamole is like very bland or has big chunks of raw onion.
I'm the same. I'm very much the same. Also, are you not doing sound effects today? Because I was like, sure you would hang up by now.
You know what? I've really chilled out. I was reading a Shakespeare quote.
I'm shocked that you're still talking to me.
Well, food test, you know?
I guess I had to come up with something. I was just sitting in my bed.
Looks like we're out of time. Goodbye. There you go.
Oh, thank you. So are you excited about Brooklyn Nine-Nine being on tonight?
I am excited. I hope people like it. I haven't seen it yet, so I'll be watching right along with everyone. But yeah, I hope it's well received. I think that I'm assuming a lot of people will be watching, but I have no idea how these things work.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question. So did Apple ever get back to you about your request for them to make an iPhone screen that is not one that cracks?
No. No one gets back to me. I have so many great ideas for the world. If only anyone
because
cared.
I'm all about that. I hate having an OtterBox so it doesn't break because I just want to carry it around without a case.
I will say that
I'll break it.
I do think that the phone case matters a lot because I had one kind of case always and I never had a cracked screen. Then for my TV show that I'm on, I was given a different case by a different maker and my screen broke. So I've now gone back to the other brand of cases. Anyway.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry that they never got back to you.
It's all right. You know, it's a long life of waiting for this, waiting for that, waiting for this, waiting for that. A little bit of this, you could get with this, or you could get with that. You could get with this, or you could get that. You get with this, or you get that. I think you get with this. This is gonna that.
Is that your next song?
Yeah. All right. Well, I think at this time I have to really reconsider the way I'm sitting.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're going to hang up on me. It's okay. I understand.
All right, listen, great food test, though, okay? And keep it real and have a wonderful Super Bowl Sunday.
You too. Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I didn't call you be by my side. I lost a little bit at the end there, but what a great singer. That is the song. There's two songs that are always stuck in my head. That one. I don't even know if I have the words right. I probably don't. 90% of the time I have words wrong to the song, but isn't it like, don't know why I didn't call? Is that it? Anyway, and then there's the other one that I always had stuck in my head, but I've gotten out. I'm almost scared to sing it, but it was Shanice, where it's like, I love your smile.
Call from
Josephine Adams.
Josephine Adams.
Hello?
Look. Okay, yes? What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
Nothing much.
How are you? How are you?
What's going on?
You know, just hanging out, getting ready to eat a bunch of dips in my house by myself while I lock at.
Same. I'm about to cook some cheesy bacon rolls.
What's the roll part?
The roll part's like a honey biscuit.
Ooh, fuck.
Yeah, honey biscuit filled with like 3 different types of cheeses and some bacon.
Oh, fuck, that sounds amazing. Where are you located geographically?
In Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Woo! You're on fire!
Yup.
Shout out to Ann Arbor. What do you think about a comedy tour? Would you go to a show if I did it in Ann Arbor, Michigan?
Oh, absolutely. And all my friends would come too.
What about if it was in Detroit?
Yeah, we would go to Detroit. We go there a lot for like shows and stuff like that.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm setting up a tour right now, so once it's all
definitely put Ann Arbor on it, or Detroit, either one.
Yeah, I think Detroit is in the mix, much to my shock and dismay. No, just kidding. I'm sure it'll be great. Listen, kiddo, is there anything you wanted to discuss? I might have to take a little bathroom break if you're done.
No, I mean, I just wanted to tell you about those cheesy rolls. Made some really amazing mac and cheese the other day. Thought of you, actually tagged you in the Instagram post of it.
I saw it.
You saw it and commented.
Oh my God. Yeah, that looked amazing.
Yeah, we literally put nearly 2 pounds of cheese into that mac and cheese.
Well, are you not at all worried about your health?
I'm a little worried. I mean, a lot of cheese. But, you know.
This sounds like a real extravaganza between these bacon rolls and that cheesy mac and cheese. I just, my question is, how much is too much?
I don't know. Our next adventure is going to be mac and cheese with pulled pork on top.
Oh my God. I've been fighting off making a box cake all weekend. I'm just like, don't do it.
What kind of box cake, though?
I just like making a yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that just sounds like really good, you know?
I do. And I've been having an itchy trigger finger on this solo cake baking option, but I'm trying to hold off. I ate some kale instead, brown rice, etc. Now, I think I must take a break, but thank you so much for your call.
Yeah, no problem.
Shout out to Michigan as well. Please send my regards.
Yeah, we would love to have you.
Okay, we'll see you soon then.
Okay, sounds good.
Call from
Nuria.
You know what's weird?
Yes. No, I don't.
When people cough, I almost always think it's fake. Don't you think so many people have like a kind of like a fake cough that they do when they're socially nervous?
I agree. I actually do that when I don't know what to do. It's like a nervous tick. I just start coughing.
It's weird. You
it's
tripping.
Weird, you're right.
You tripping, you little crazy cougar. You crazy. Anyway, talking to my new little friend. Anyway,
oh, cool.
But yeah. So anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about coughing.
Where are you calling from?
Pittsburgh.
Okay. What's Pittsburgh all about?
Yeah. What's it all about? Well, right now it's all cold and rainy, so that's what it's all about. I go to school here.
It just rained in LA. Can you believe it?
It just rains all the time in LA. Isn't it supposed to be sunny and happy all the time?
It rained. I kind of, for the first time in my life, gotta be honest, crave a gray day here and there in LA. It's just always sunny. Mm-hmm. But lately we've been having a few gray ones. It's nice.
Do you own rain boots?
Yes. I got some at a Western store. Rain boots with little horses all over them. They're so cute.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, if you don't, you should buy the LL Bean boots. They make like rain boots and they're good for like so many weather type of things.
Really? Because I have some LL Bean slipper boots that my mom got me, and they're kind of like sleeping bag boot like material, and they don't make them anymore. And I'm dying.
Got it. Well, those are the ones I have, and they're great. And they are great.
I'll have to check it out. I have about 8,000 catalogs in my entryway, so I'll have to look at them. Oh, God.
That's a lot. You really have to put some time into looking through all those catalogs. 8,000. That's so many of them.
I know. I'm going to go jump into the LA River.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi,
Am
how
I
are
speaking to
you?
Golden Globe winner Chelsea Peretti?
In fact, you are. Am I allowed to call myself that?
I absolutely would.
Just like at the grocery store?
I think you should put it on I don't know, you put it on business cards, but I would put it on anything that had my name on it if I were you.
Yeah. I mean, I just called to say, no, I wasn't sure is it only Andy Samberg that can say that because he won? I don't know.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, I was wondering that too, but you're part of the show, then you guys all get individual ones?
No, we got a photo though.
I don't know how awards work. I'm not any award winner. Yeah, no, I would definitely, I would say that. You're a Golden Globe winner.
Thank you. I take it. I will 100% take it.
Say what?
I'm excited to see the Super Bowl episode. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I haven't either. I'm sorry. I'm really stupid. I'm very nervous right now.
You and me both. I'm shaking. Oh boy.
So, how have the callers been today?
The callers have been fabulous.
Oh, that's great. I hope to continue the streak, but I feel like I might bring it down.
The callers have been fabulous.
Glad to hear it. I'm walking my dog, and she keeps trying to eat grass. I don't know what the fuck is up with her. I know you always went. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
Okay, listen. I have to go because I'm having a mental breakdown.
That's okay. I support you.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Call from
Cassandra.
Cassandra. Laker girls. No. Laker girls.
Hello?
Laker girls.
Is this really happening?
Why don't you go down there and get your little thing? Get your toy. Get your toy. Your toy. Your toy. What? Yeah, you little snoozy buddy. Can you guess what's going on in Staples Center?
No, what's going on? No, I don't know.
There's a little visitor. There's a little tiny visitor, and his name is Squeak Squeak. Okay, honestly, Cassandra, is anything you wanted to talk about? I actually have to get this next call.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say hi. Oh,
hi.
my gosh, I'm a huge fan of yours.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I tweet you all the time, and you cleared me. It's awesome. You're, so fucking cool. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Okay, I'm having a very important Beyoncé conversation coming up, so thank you very much for your understanding, but thanks for your call as well.
Oh, my God, thank you so much. I love you.
Bye.
Call from
Coffee cranking.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go.
To accept, press...
Beat him up.
Okay, hi, hello, how are you?
Oh, how are you? What is up? Turn up.
Well, just hanging out, having fun. Wanted to get into it with you about Beyoncé. Hold on one sec. Okay, so I clearly am pro Beyoncé, PB, love her. You know, this is Liza Dye. She's called before Coffee. What are you on Twitter? Coffee cranking?
What am I? I'm coffee cranking.
Oh my God, that was so weird. Your phone just made robot sounds.
It did.
So I am clearly a Beyoncé fan. You've been outspoken in your feelings to the opposite. And I said, hey, you know what? I'm open to debate. Call the podcast. Let's talk through it. Let's see what is going on in your little brain?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure where to start. Can I ask you why you're so pro Beyonce? Can we start with that, or should I just go into my problems with her? I feel like the world is going to come after me, but you know what, Chelsea? I'm ready. I don't care.
They are. I mean, this is going to be crazy. But first, I think we could start in more neutral ground if we talk about her and Rihanna, Instagram. Do you think that it seems like they're having Instagram showdowns? Because Rihanna will post a picture of her ass in a bathing suit. Then Beyonce will post a picture of her ass in a bathing suit. Do you think they're trying to outdo each other?
I need to pull this up because I don't follow Beyonce, because that's one of my problems with her. One of my biggest problems with her is that her Instagram is fake as hell. She's like in a taxi, or she's like on her bike going across Williamsburg Bridge. And like, it's not happening. That's not real. Like, I know that she's like, pull the car over, I want to get on that taxi. Like,
you
that's
need
what's
to
happening.
you need to
real.
revisit.
It makes me so mad.
You need to revisit and re-educate yourself, because she has posted pictures of herself with no makeup on, etc., recently. Now, I'm curious about the followers of Rihanna and the followers of Beyonce. Okay, Beyonce is at 9.8 million. What is Rihanna at?
I mean, we can get into the numbers, Chelsea, but like
11 million. 11 million. Now, Beyonce's only been on for a short time. Okay, Rihanna has 11 million followers, 2,348 posts. But
how are you pulling up these stats so quickly?
Well, I'm the queen of the internet. Let's see. Okay, now Beyonce only has 420 posts. Ooh, this showdown just took a turn. This took a turn.
I need to explain that I used to be a big Beyonce fan, okay? I was the biggest Beyonce fan in the world.
What happened?
She started being fake and started, like, stealing, like, material from other people, and, like, I just can't deal with that. I can't.
What do you mean stealing material?
I need her to man up and be honest. It started, I don't know, somewhere around, like, 4 or B-Day. She was doing all the Gwen Fossey choreography, and like, I mean, that's cute or whatever, but like, you need to like let people know, because the internet is dumb. Like, you need to be like, hey, this is from this person. But you know what? That's also the internet, so everybody's taking things from everybody, so I guess it doesn't even matter.
Well, I was going to say, isn't that pop culture? I mean, I feel like pop culture is so much about borrowing. You know, when Shia LaBeouf does it, everyone's up in a storm and a tizzy. But pop has been built around people borrowing things from others. I mean, don't you remember all the controversy about Madonna? No, you're too young. But that was a thing. You know, they were like, oh, she took her stuff from this or that, you know, culture and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, the thing is, like, she's Tina Turner. That's it. She's just a Tina Turner in 2014.
Okay, it's now like Tina Turner.
The Beehive is insane, and they freak out about it.
Now, Tina Turner was, correct me if I'm wrong, amazing.
Would you say she was amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Beyonce.
Private dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Private dancer for money. Any your music will do. Deutschmarks dollars? Are you not familiar?
I sadly am not. I will be honest, unlike our friend Beyonce, she is dishonest with her fans, with her husband, with her child. I need her to man up and just be real with everybody. She can't read. She can't drive a car.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Wait, who can't read and who can't drive a car?
She can't. Beyonce. Who? She's illiterate.
What do you mean she's illiterate?
All right. There's an interview. I'll have to dig it up.
Yes, you will.
She admits to not being able, she admits to not knowing like some of the words sometimes on like teleprompters when they're like in certain situations with her, Michelle, and Kelly. And And she's like, yeah, sometimes I have to ask Michelle, like, what some of the words mean, because I don't know them.
But that's not illiterate.
She can't read.
That does not mean she can't read. That's just her being, like, modest or whatever. But listen, let's take everything aside, even if you don't like her personality. I'm not saying, like, when I see interviews, I'm, like, swooning over everything Beyonce has to say. I'm more saying that her fashion's incredible. You like fashion. Do you not like how she dresses? Do you not think she looks amazing all the time?
No. I think that she is holding on to relevancy by surrounding herself with relevant people like Chanel Iman and Jordan Dunn and
holding on to relevancy.
Kanye West hangs out with.
How is she holding on to relevancy when she released an album at midnight on the internet and had the entire internet going wild? That's like more of the moment than any other person has been of late.
But you see how I literally had a Beyonce fan like almost flip a table over at me because I was like exposing these truths about her. Like,
but listen, first of all, exposing
are insane.
First of all, exposing truths is questionable because what I just did is said a very clear point as to why I don't agree with what you're calling a truth, which is I think that's very edgy and relevant that she put an album out at midnight, had everyone on Twitter like live reviewing it, going crazy, everyone being like fear of missing out, like I have to get this and I have to be like a part of this. And she created a happening that's like on par with like when Netflix had House of Cards and everyone's like, oh, we have to watch this. Like, I feel like she did something very cool and like made it like you can't count her out. You can't be like, she's the old school and, you know, whatever. I think she's thinking on her toes here. So I don't feel any rage towards you. I don't feel emotion when you're saying things about Beyonce. I genuinely am like, I don't know if I agree that she's holding on to relevancy. I think she is pretty relevant. Super Bowl halftime, presidential inauguration. I just feel like she's very much relevant. TKO, that response. He said, Anyway, my main thing with her that I think is amazing as a female performer, which, you know, I frequently find musicians very inspiring, but also athletes, anyone who's performing under high pressure for a huge pool of people. And I feel like Beyonce, just the fact that she can sing, she can dance, she's got this incredible look. She has good fashion taste to me. I like how she dresses most of the time. She didn't in the early days, you know, when she had bad hair and she had like outfits her mom designed or whatever, but she has come along. I liked her white dress with the cutouts, flowers. What's happening? What's happening? Am I losing my debate partner?
I mean, I'm just listening to you. I'm just letting you just open up and pour, you know, your feelings out into the world if that's how you feel. That's fine. You know, I will, unlike her, man up and admit that, you know, a little bit of my frustration comes from the fact that, you know, when I was a Beyonce fan back in the day, we were not like this. We didn't behave this way. We, first of all, did not have a name for ourselves. We did not refer to ourselves as like a beehive. Right. That is insane. We were just fans. We would go to concerts, support, buy her albums, buy all the merch. We were there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like the fans now are insane. They come at me on the internet and I'm like, listen, I feel like I know Beyonce so well, like, because I was there in 1998 when nobody else was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll admit that. It is a little bit of jealousy. I'll go there. But at the end of the day, I just think that I'm just going to be real and say she's getting older. And I don't want to hear her sing about wanting Jay-Z's dick. I cannot deal with that. I can't deal with it. It's too much for me.
Well, I have to agree on that front in that not because she's getting older. I think that you can be older and you can enjoy sex and you can be sexy. I think that the thing is that I love this album, but the songs that I seem to like are not the same as the songs that a lot of people I'm talking to like. Like the really sexual songs are not my favorite. My favorite really is Flawless, Heaven, Blue. Like I like the songs where she's like eat my cherry or whatever. Like, I just feel like for some reason when she's being uber sexual, I don't feel like she's totally in her element. Like Rihanna's, when she is being really sexual, it feels like that's very much her, So,
what were you talking about in the beginning of the conversation? They have like a thing going on or something? Well, they've always had like this underlying thing, but is there something happening currently? I'm unaware.
No, I just saw someone on Instagram saying that like, oh, Rihanna just posted this. Now she's posting this, like, and that it's been going all day. But I don't really.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, but I don't really know. But I would think that would be funny. Anyway, listen. We all have our own heroes. Did you like Katy Perry, Dark Horse? I thought that song was really good.
I have not heard that song.
You haven't? Did you watch the Grammys?
I'm still listening to and thoroughly enjoying Bangers. It is a generational masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. Way more better than Beyoncé, the self-titled midnight released album. I think Bangers is amazing, and I think that it tops Beyoncé in ways that any other album ever could.
God, you really are saying inflammatory things. Can you imagine, like, that opinion? Like, it just is so, I really want to just take a moment to recognize how inflammatory what you're saying is.
I'm ready, Chelsea. I'm ready to face the world. I already tweeted it, and everybody was like, you better watch out. You better watch your back. Like, I'm ready. I don't care.
Well, I will.
People can't handle the truth. They're not ready for it. But
I do think that
I think that's what God wants me to do.
Do the Lord's work. That's good. I do think that when fans like get crazy and attack people, I think that's a new thing with Twitter. I mean, didn't Lady Gaga's fans kind of start with that, where they became these like, and Bieber? I feel like Bieber and Gaga like started that trend of like crazed fans swarming anyone who like, hates on their idol.
Yeah, I feel bad for Gaga. Her fans, like, oh my God, they turned on her so quickly.
They did? Why?
Yes. They hate art pop. They hate her. They're furious at her.
Why? What's wrong with art pop? I didn't listen to it. I haven't listened to Bangers.
I think it's hilarious and amazing. I actually have a good friend who's a big Lady Gaga fan. His name's Ross. And
was that a shout out?
He's
excuse me.
Please don't hang up on me for shouting my friend out. He said that it's a comedy album. He's like, I think it's great that she's doing comedy now.
I had a tweet similar to that not long ago. I'm not going to lie to you, but it wasn't about her. It was about Drake. But
but are you listening to anything else though? Like, that's my thing. Like, Beyonce fans are like, my thing is like, I just want them to stop being so crazy. Like, I need to be calm down. They're just like, I woke up this morning, praise Jesus. Like, what else do you listen to?
Fine. I'll download Bangers. Fine. I have not listened to Bangers. Is that the album that Wrecking Ball is in?
That's it. I really think you would connect with it. All of your other fans on Coffee Crank and on the Twitter account also vibe out to it.
All right, fine.
Really share a bond with it. I really think you would enjoy it.
I did like Wrecking Ball. I thought it was good. I'll get Bangers. I'll check it out.
You tricked us because you tweeted that you liked Wrecking Ball, and we all got really excited because we thought you were listening to Bangers, and then you started talking about Beef Flamse.
Listen, your hatred of Beyonce is out of control. You need to really revisit how she wronged you when you were her most devoted fan, and just bury the hatchet and just admit that multiple people can be good in this world. You don't have to be in the beehive. You don't have to swarm. You can just say, you know what? I liked her for a reason back then. She has some talent. Maybe she'll be taken from us. You know what I mean? So, with that said, what else should I listen to?
Are you watching the Super Bowl today?
I don't like football, but I do intend on watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to live tweet it. Are you going to come and tweet with us?
God, I should live tweet it. I should live tweet it. But how does that work? The Super Bowl, I'm confused. You know how there's like East Coast time, West Coast time, Central. How does
I'm aware.
So how does the Super Bowl work? Is it the same everywhere?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna watch it, but I mean,
of course it is.
Brooklyn on 9, and
of course
I'll be tweeting on Coffee Cranking, but I don't know what the Super Bowl is.
It's gonna definitely. I mean, I'm asking that in a non-real sense because, of course, everyone's gonna watch the game at the same time. Like, there'd be no way it could happen at different times. But the question being, where are you? Where are you?
I'm at my friend's place. He's like watching a Vine. Is that a Vine? Some like weird art thing. But what has the pod been like today? May I ask that?
The pod, it's been very chill. It's, kind of a gray, rainy day here. This is, this call has the most substance perhaps, but it's been fun. It's been fine. Easy peasy.
Gray, rainy day, huh? Sounds like you're back to your old New York ways.
Hey, you're telling me. You're telling me. Listen, I honestly can't believe I lived in New York as long as I did for how miserable I was for half the year. I mean, I just hid out in my 6th floor walk-up, a variety of 6th floor walk-up apartments, and could not even face bundling up to like go to the store. I mean, you have to like put on 50,000 things in New York just to go to the corner store if you're me, because I do not like to feel any bone chill.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it.
Yeah,
hated it. Hated it.
I'm literally looking at a note on my iPhone, a notepad of questions that I have that I've been waiting to ask you.
Anything good on there?
It's kind of mediocre material, if I'm going to be honest. But is Danny McBride married?
I don't know. I think he is. Didn't he mention his wife in that thing? I don't know.
You didn't ask him anything about that in the Elle article. In the Elle interview.
I thought he said something about it. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've never met him in person. I think he's so funny. He's probably one of those people. I mean, he's someone that I always reference as like one of those people who's just kind of naturally so funny. Like some people are like, if they're in the right part, they're funny, or this or that, the other thing. He's like someone who's like, he could say a lot of things and it would be funny. I'm being very inarticulate. Anyway, funny guy, funny.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. I literally cried when I saw that you interviewed him. It was like worlds colliding.
I gotta say, when I sent the questions and then when I got the answers back, I was super excited.
Are you like, I mean, that's so weird to hear you say though. 'Cause like, I mean, you're like, I mean, look, Chelsea, you're Oprah now. I'm just going to say it. I was trying to beat around the bush. You're Oprah. Like, are you still feeling like, do you still get like, oh, it's like Danny McBride? You're saying like you like looked up to him?
Well, this whole thing is a long journey. I mean, it's like, I feel like I'm serious. I feel like a freshman right now. I feel like, okay, I'm not very experienced in all the things that I'm doing right now. So I really feel like I'm like, when you're a freshman, you're like, you make friends freshman year and you're like, wait a minute, is that who I'm going to really be friends with? Like by senior year, you're hanging out with different people. Like you operate differently. Like I feel like I'm still learning the lay of the land right now. So, and Danny McBride, I mean, I've never crossed paths with Danny McBride and I've always thought he was hilarious. So no, I don't feel, yes, I was very excited when he responded. I couldn't believe he was going to do it. I was excited that he did it.
Were the other callers like asking you about like the Golden Globes and shit?
No.
Oh, actually. Congratulations on your Golden Globe. Oh
Thank
my God.
you.
I can't believe I forgot to say that.
Yeah, no one's really talked about it in a way. Perhaps, I kind of waited a minute to do the podcast, and I think it's good. I was on such a high after that I would have probably been really out of control on the podcast. I just had never been like, I've never been that happy for that many hours consecutively, like without like cynical dark thoughts. But I don't know, it seems like this can't last forever, so I didn't want to get it too much on record.
Word. I'm trying to move fast so you don't hang up on me. How is your grandma?
My grandmother, I spoke about her a little bit earlier in the podcast. I went and visited her recently, and she's great, but she's just, she's markedly more frail than the last time I saw her. So I just feel like, that she's not long for this earth, honestly. But,
you know what? Good for her, though. To be honest, I mean, if we're being real, she seems like she's in good spirits and that she's been doing it.
She's had a very rich, full life.
I don't know her, obviously, but I can just feel that through you and through her and through that short bind that you made with her that one time.
Well, her and my grandfather, who passed away, I don't know when, like 8 years ago or something like that, they were really the model of a functional marriage. Probably the only one I had that really spoke to me in my life. My parents were divorced when I was 1, and they were just like together my whole life until, my grandfather passed, but they were married over 50 years. They built their dream home together, so for me, when she passes away, it's going to be the end of an era. It's going to,
oh God,
it's very sad. It's like part of life. It's so weird to just think that death is part of life and that you have to be accepting of that.
Oh God. Speaking of, rest in peace, Philip.
I know.
Did you know him? Have you ever I'm sure you met him before, or no?
No, I don't think I ever met him. I have to say, I didn't know he had a history with drug problems or anything like that, but I was so shocked. I just thought, because someone just texted me out of the blue, like when it happened, like when the news came out. And so, yeah, I don't want to say anything because I just want to sound like I'm trying to say something on something I really don't know much about, but it's sad.
True. Okay, I do have a question for you, it's not a serious one, but it's like a legitimate one. This was like a coffee cranking thing that was going on your fan account a little while ago, but someone DM'd me and told me that that you said that you maybe we're not going to do stand up anymore. I don't know if you can confirm that is true, or if you don't even want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, first of all,
the fans want to know.
Okay. Well, I first of all have said that since day one of doing stand up. I mean, I've always had a very, fraught with anxiety relationship to stand up. And that's, it's really just something where I feel a lot of panic and dread around performing, some people are just excited and energized by performing. And I do feel that sometimes, but a lot of times I just feel panic. I mean, Woody Allen, not to compare myself to him, he's his own bag of worms right now, but he, supposedly threw up every time he was going to go on stage. I just feel like it's not, you got to do what also makes your life feel good. And that said, I'm not quitting stand up. I'm working on a tour coming up, and we'll probably have those dates out soon, but it'll be all over the country, and I think it'll be really cool.
Turn up. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to block the Chelsea Peretti fan that told me that. I'm going to block him right now, actually.
No, that's so stupid. Oh, God. I'm really having a lot of block questions as well. I mean, I just don't know anymore. I feel like it's better to not block people so they don't feel they've had any impact on your life. But I don't have the willpower sometimes to not be like, oh, I don't have to ever see this person again. It's too tempting.
Yeah. Are you still feeling like you're your life is a lot happier out in Los Angeles? Obviously, probably.
Yes. I mean, New York is just a lot harder. I don't know. I think that it would have been weird actually to start in LA. I do think that there's a lot of character in New York just by the mere fact that LA is very much a one industry town. Like everyone you meet is like somehow in entertainment. So I think for doing stand up, being in New York is good because you meet people from all walks of life and you see people all over. Like it's not that inspiring creatively to always be around like aspiring actors and directors and producers and all. I don't know. Like I do think New York has like a certain energy to it that's inspiring for when you're figuring out your voice. And I'm glad I figured out my voice there, but I'm definitely enjoying being here. Voice in tow.
How are your nephews doing? Have you seen them?
My nephews are great. I have seen them. They are real wild. They're wild little scamps.
I love that this is just essentially like me interviewing you. This is just like all of the questions that have come through the fan Twitter.
I'm enjoying it. It helps me to just really, it's calming for me.
I'm so glad. It's such a spiritual moment for me right now. Borderline tears. Not because my MacBook is dead, but this has totally lifted my spirits for the day.
I don't understand your technology situation because you seem to have very, very fickle setup for all your technology, but you also seem to have a lot, right? I don't really get it.
Is that how it seems? Does it seem like really sus?
It seems like you are always like something's always failing, but that you're active in every area of technology at the same time. I mean, that's kind of how I am as well.
Yeah, I feel like people like us just kind of push our gadgets to the limit. You know what I mean? We're just constantly like seeing how far they can go and just really just pushing the boundaries on them. I think
true.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but I think that's unfortunately what my curse is.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What have the rest of the calls been like today? Have any other fans gotten through? Because I know this one girl, I think her name's Jessica. We tweet a lot. She said that she's called way too many times. I don't know if she got through, but
boring anecdote in progress.
Is it apparent that I'm getting nervous and running out of questions? How is your gracious lover doing?
Love life is great. Everything's great. I mean, it really is weird. I'm like, I've started thinking a lot about like, will there be an earthquake? I had a dream last night that one of the, how people are like, have you ever had those dreams? And I forget what the title is, but where you can make yourself like fly or do shit. It's not lucid dreams.
Oh, yeah.
I had it last night and it was so fun. I was like, I can't believe I can just go and then I would like fly up and all this shit. It was really cool. No one's going to care, obviously.
You were able to like make yourself fly?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying? Like you were like, I want to fly. And
yeah.
You did it in the dream?
And like in the dream, you're like, oh shit. Like I'm having one of those things where I can actually control it. And like, yeah, you can make yourself do cool shit. Anyway, life changer.
I used to know this girl that would like, she was in such control of her dreams and her subconscious that like, her and her boyfriend they would be like lying in bed together and they would like meet each other in their dreams.
Oh my God.
And
isn't
that crazy?
That is so funny. Like to imagine the two of them telling someone like their single friend this story. And they're like, yeah. And we actually like high five in our dreams. It's like, oh God. Well, thanks for inviting me to brunch at your house. This has been fun. Anyway.
Hello, this is Burbank Podiatry wishing Chelsea a happy birthday.
Getting a lot of Burbank Podiatry mailings and other things. But it was a good reminder.
Oh, your birthday's coming up soon, right?
But the thing is, I went to a podiatrist one time because I was having this burning, aching feeling in a muscle in my foot or something. And then, this reminder reminded me that doesn't happen anymore. So what a great life. We're so blessed. It's a rich, rich world full of so many opportunities. Did you see Walter Mitty?
No.
See, now, I have to say, just for a moment, that I am in such disagreement with so many of society's judgments of the arts, because Walter Mitty I thought was amazing. And then people are like, no, it is not. And I'm like, yes, it is. It's amazing. I thought it was really inspiring. Additionally, August Osage County, people were telling me people didn't like. I thought it was fucking amazing. We were like cracking up to Meryl Streep's portrayal of this drug-addled woman. Like, she was so funny and so fucking awesome. And I can't believe people would think anything otherwise. This is why I say, you know what? I wash my hands of society. You all do whatever you need to do, and I'll do, as always, me.
I mean, I appreciate your, like, honesty about it just now, but I really need you to come back into the New York, like, comedy stand-up scene grind and remember, like, you don't watch movies and TV and stuff. Like, I haven't seen anything.
I know. Isn't that weird? It's so weird, because I have to tell you, I did not used to watch anything. And being in LA, I really do now watch fucking every movie and every show I can, because I feel like all people do is go, have you seen this? Have you done this? Have you blah, blah? And then it's like my fear of missing out. I'm like, well, you know, Scandal. I just started watching Scandal because everyone's like, Scandal, 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 Scandal. So finally I'm like, at least now I can say my thoughts on it when these conversations come up. I don't want to miss out.
Oh, wait, is that the show that you were, like, trying to, like, keep quiet about what it was for a while?
No, that was...
like, just not revealing that's what it was?
No,
Scandal?
That was Big Brother. I watched...
oh, yeah.
Now, I didn't realize, I guess this show has been on the air for like 20 years, but I was just...
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, so I was going around town being like, are you watching Big Brother? And people are like, what? I watched it in high school. Like, literally someone said they watched it in high school. But anyway, yeah, I just watched it for the first season. I'd never seen it before, and it was pretty good. And then now I'm watching The Bachelor, which, you know, I had never watched before. Anyway, but you're right. It's true. Like in New York, no one I knew really ever watched anything. What do people?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like at like comedy shows. Like I don't. Right. I just don't. I haven't seen anything. Do you think that your comrade Melissa, is her last name Fumero?
Fumero, yes. Mm-hmm.
Do her and Jenny Slate look alike?
No, you think so?
I don't know. I've never seen either of them IRL before, but they seem like they might kind of be like similarly looking in person.
You know, it's funny because the whole doppelganger thing, like, I don't really feel like I agree half the time with doppelganger. Like, when people say I look like someone, I generally never think I look like them. Like Sarah Bareilles with the Grammys, everyone was tweeting me like, you're on stage right now. You're playing piano. You're, you know, doing a duet with whatever. What's her face or what is face?
No, I don't get that. I don't know. There's some boy who's always on the Coffee Country and he's like, you have to back me up and tell me that Chelsea looks like this person. I'm like, no. No, and
they always tell me I look like people, and I think she's very pretty. I just don't really think I look like her. I think that in general, though, you can't really argue. If 100 people tell you look like someone, then that's who you look like, right? Because 100 people are coming to that conclusion all at once. Like, you kind of can't go, no, I don't. But at the same time, I never personally have been like, yeah, that is weird. I do look exactly like that person. You know, I think that frequently people are like, okay, if you look at all ethnic, then you look like every other ethnic person. You know, it's like, okay, let me find anyone who has a prominent nose, then you guys are twins if you both have brown hair, you know? And a lot of times I feel like if you interacted with people of other, you know, is it I don't even know what an ethnicity is exactly, but I do feel like people who stick to like small homogenous group of friends tend to think that other people look alike. Now, that said, I had a thought, you know, you might be able to speak to this, you know, which is that I feel like black people are always like mad when white people are confusing them, right? Like, oh, you look like so-and-so, or I thought, you know, but actually I feel that black people are real perpetrators of this same problem with whites. Like, black people think all Jewish people look identical. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, I say that all black people look alike and all white people look alike. I mean, I just think that, like, if you're, like, a white girl and you have, like, brown hair and there's, like, 10 white girls in a room with brown hair, I'm like, they all look like, it's the same for, like, if there was, like, 8 black guys with, like, red hats on, I'd be like, I don't.
For you, it's more a matter of you're just busy. You don't have the time to, like, memorize a feature.
I'm just in this New York grind, Chelsea. Like I said the first time I called, I'm just trying to just live my life vicariously through you. I'm just trying to get out to LA.
How's your stand-up coming along?
Give me a nice boo.
Is your stand-up coming along well?
It is. It's going really well. It's going great. It's good. It's very, you know, it can get a little stressful. I think I had a little taste of my first heckler the other night. I did a show out in Park Slope for some UCB friends. They just put together a show, and there was like a little drunk old lady in there.
Oh, no.
So she wanted to jump into my jokes, but it was fine. I think I handled it pretty well, and all the other comedians, like Pete Lee was there, and a bunch of other people, Megan O'Keefe, and we all handled her pretty well. So it was good. I think that was a nice little warm up to what that might be like.
It's hard when it's an old lady too, because I feel like everyone's going to feel sorry for that person if you say anything horrible in response, you know?
Right.
Ugh.
It's real. I can't believe you're going on tour.
I know.
That's crazy.
It's going to be a crazy journey. I mean, I think it's going to be like 5 weeks. So it'll be crazy.
Can you talk more about that, or do you not? It's a thing of like you'll obviously say more when you know more.
It's going to be theaters. I think it's going to be small theaters, and it'll just be like all over the country. I'll be going around.
Are you going to be with Aziz again?
Nope, I am not. Aziz is on tour right now. But yeah, I'll be doing that tour, and then the goal is to tape my hour special at the end.
Oh my God. I was on the way to UCB. This was either last night or the night before last. And I was with my friend Marissa. She stopped to ask a guy for a cigarette. And she was like, oh my God, that was like one of my favorite actors. And she looked it up and showed me who it was. And it was Joe.
Joe Latrulio?
Yeah, my friend had got a cigarette from him last night in like somewhere near UCB East, like somewhere in the East Village.
I
think we were on like 7th and something. I don't know, East 7th or something.
Are you sure? Does he smoke? I don't feel like he does.
Yeah, and also, okay, I didn't see him. He was like hooded, and he was really tall. And I feel like Joe looks small. Is he small or no?
Yeah, I don't think that was Joe. It doesn't sound like it. All the pieces are not coming together.
God, okay. Well, I mean, I can keep coming up with questions. I'm still looking at my notepad here. I really feel like I cannot let the coffee cranking fans down. I think you've done a great job. Hold the torch high.
I think you've really done a great job. Let me see. I'm working on a limited soundboard here.
You're my favorite caller.
Oh my God. I'm doing the gif of Halle Berry crying at the Oscars right now. That's what's happening.
Oh, you say gif, do you?
I do say gif, yes.
GIF. So now what I've started doing, because I publicly refuse to say GIF, but then I feel like people are going to think I'm stupid if I say GIF, so then I go like GIF or GIF or whatever. But that makes it so much longer than just saying it the proper way, but I have to show my roots.
Okay, I'm very aware of the pod, obviously, of when you were discussing this with someone. I can't remember if it was a caller or I feel like it was like Pete Holmes or somebody you had on the show. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I remember really well when you were talking about this, and my best friend and I, we make gifts. We love gifts.
Yes.
His logic is the peanut butter, Jiffy. Mm-hmm. Not sure if you're aware. His logic is that it is, we used to say Jif as well, but he says that if Jiffy is pronounced Jiffy,
oh my God.
I guess that
Jesus.
Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes.
During anecdote in progress.
But
ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh, looks like we're out of time. Goodbye. I mean, I got lost in the web of he said and she said and peanut butter. I was like, huh? Where am I? I need water. Listen, I gotta go just only because I need to go and start my day. I haven't even showered yet today. And it is, what time is it? 3:00. So new records being set all the time.
The good life. It's already dark here, of course, because it gets dark at like fucking 4:00 in New York. We have like 3 minutes of sunlight.
During anecdote in progress.
Oh God. Anyway, listen, fun call, really fun call. Solid output from Liza Dye on Twitter as well as Coffee Crankin'. She runs 2 accounts. One of them is personal, one a borderline psychotic fan account. Real master of the animated GIF. Check her out. Check her out, Liza Dye. She'll be here all week. All right, guys. Toodaloo, Liza, and peace be with you.
Have a blessed day. God bless. Thank you. I love you.
Guys, what a podcast. I don't know why, but talking like that, it makes you want to make like a radio play. Podcast coming in. Podcast. Who are you that sells podcasts? Doesn't it seem like something's cooking? Maybe not. Maybe the house is on fire and burnt to the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a treasure and a treat. At this time, I must explode into a million particles.